The current head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler, is reportedly the subject of a comprehensive investigation and may be required to retire as a result of the findings. This occurred after Brad Garling, CEO of Urban Labs, requested that a number of senators in the United States investigate a number of remarks made by Gary Gensler, who is presently serving as chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission. In addition to this, 2 attorneys for the Securities and Exchange Commission were forced to resign because they had abused their authority in the case that they were pursuing against Debtbox, which is another cryptocurrency and blockchain company. As a result of the courts giving Gary Gensler a great deal of difficulties, this administration that he is leading has been a complete and utter failure. According to a number of reports, Gensler is even on the verge of resigning as a result of the pressure that has been exerted on him by Congress and other government entities to do so. To add even more excitement to the situation, a number of cryptocurrency analysts have indicated that a settlement has been reached behind the scenes following the filing of a statement by a reported 280 million XRPs who are subject to a penalty statement. Additionally, a great number of individuals are of the opinion that this sum could, in fact, be the settlement amount that is being given to the SEC behind the scenes in order to put an end to the matter for good. Obviously, we are going to go into further depth about all of this, but before we do so, we really need to let you know about the enormous XRP offer that we have. Everyone ought to sign up because it is a free money opportunity that only takes 5 minutes to complete. Simply clicking the like button, informing your closest friends about the channel, and sharing this video are all things that may be done to assist. Let's get down to business now that we've gotten that out of the way. It is, considering how insane this film is, I would like to begin watching it. Jake Clayton revised everything he had previously stated, not only with regard to XRP, but also with regard to cryptocurrency. He was the same individual that filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, claimed that the company was unsafe, and then departed his employment the next day. That left Gary Gensler in a very precarious position because it is now common knowledge that XRP is not a security. In fact, the judge has stated that XRP itself is not a security. Nonetheless, he is still struggling to defend himself against this action. A great number of individuals have been led to believe that he is rethinking his position and is now more inclined to reach a settlement with Ripple Labs as a result of this. To give you a specific date, this thumb won't occur again until the 20th of May in 2024. In addition, let's simply say that the announcement of that arrangement might take place within the next 7 or 6 days. For the record, a report demonstrated that the complete report is presented here. In addition to that, it contains more information, which we will discuss once more later on in the movie. But before we go on, let's take a look at this hilarious video of Jay Clinton reversing his previous statements regarding XRP and asking what kind of cryptocurrency is the future of technology and how does XRP lead the way in payment solutions. Last but not least, there was a great deal of money and people grew extremely firm in their beliefs regarding whether or not cryptocurrency was a good idea. It is up to you to decide whether you will embrace this notion or reject it. However, you are aware that cryptography works as a tool. In my opinion, it ought to be embraced so long as it results in improvements to the situation. The opinion of some individuals who believed that it ought to be approved was as follows: well, it might not make regulation better, but we should do it anyway nevertheless. This is only the beginning. There have been a number of billionaires who have come up and spoken in a negative manner about you, sir. In addition, it is quite evident that you are aware of the significant influence that these individuals wield in the electoral process. Rich man Mark Cuban advises people not to sir because he believes that legislation regarding cryptocurrencies could cost Vice President Joe Biden the election. To put it another way, this is a significant issue for Biden as well as for every other candidate as a result of the fact that we are currently hearing individuals such as Donald Trump, about whom we shall discuss in a moment, stating that they will be blockchain friendly if they are elected. It is Biden that is being discussed in those things. Do you think he would be willing to back the head of the SEC and risk losing the election, which would mean that he would not be able to run for president the following year? Alternatively, will he opt to be more crypto friendly and possibly convince Gary Gensler to resign or put an end to these litigation, or both? Gary Gensler appears to be under a great deal of pressure as a result of Joe Biden's conversation with him, in which he is told, listen, we need this stuff to be fixed. This is going to be the time when I have to force you to give up. There is a clear indication that Gary Gensler is attempting to remove items from consideration, which is the reason why we keep returning to the same key element of there has been a lot of discussion regarding this settlement going on for quite some time. The easiest way for giving answer to get rid of these lawsuits without losing them or having a lot of negative press is for him to settle this Ripple litigation. This is the greatest way for him to get rid of them. I believe that this would be a wonderful situation for both Ripple and the SEC. Due to the fact that they have just discovered Ripple Labs millions or perhaps $1 billion, they may declare that it is a significant victory for them. In addition, Ripple may consider this a victory for them as well, given that it was formally determined that they are not a security and that the litigation have been resolved. It would be a situation in which everyone would come out ahead. It is true that during the Mar-a-Lago event, President Trump made a significant dig at CC Chairman Gary Gensler over his feelings regarding cryptocurrency. It is very evident that Gary Gensler is in a very, very difficult situation, and this is just another significant factor that demonstrates this. When asked about his plans for dealing with crypto laws in the event that he is elected president in November, Trump responded by saying, Gensler is very much against it. The Democrats are very much against it. And I say this for it and I'm fine with it. However, other than that, I have no problem with it. I just want to make sure that it is sturdy. There are many different types of cryptocurrencies. And if you are interested in any of them, you should vote for Trump. To put this into perspective, just take a moment to reflect on what is happening and how the fundamental nature is shifting as a result of crypto. Currently, there are Republicans who support cryptocurrency and Democrats who do not support cryptocurrency. But if Democrats want to maintain their seats, they will need to make this adjustment as well. I believe that we are witnessing this once more because a report has confirmed that a Ripple, South Carolina meeting will take place on May 16th at 2 p.m. for the purpose of a settlement meeting. As we discuss this topic, it is essential to bring to your attention the fact that the XRP ledger is rapidly becoming a major player, not only in the United States of America, Canada, or North America, but also all over the world. The fact that a new Korean company has joined as a validator is more evidence that it is becoming a player in Korea. It has been estimated that by July 2023, more over $250 billion worth of transactions have already taken place utilizing the digital yen, and it is quite possible that this sum will either double or quadruple at this point. The most valuable DeFi token is the CTF token, and it is anticipated that it will hit a new all-time high in the near future. On the XRP ledger CTF coin, there is even the possibility of a supply shock occurring for the most popular DeFi token. The price of each token would jump from 90 cents to $374.25 as a result of this, despite the fact that the total market capitalization of the cryptocurrency is only 10 billion. Consider this at this moment. For the XRP ledger supply that is set to be introduced, 10 billion is a relatively insignificant quantity. In this context, we are talking about trillions of dollars, and Raybould himself anticipated that the XRP ledger will receive $3 trillion by the year 2028. It is necessary for this money to go through a process, and that process must be debit and credit. In the event that CTF is the sole DeFi ticket that is on top, then this money must be routed through another method. As a consequence of this, it is abundantly evident that the money will be transferred from the XRP ledger to the TCTF ledger with the XRP ledger being the only DeFi token. It is possible that this will result in a supply shock as well as the accumulation of riches that will stand the test of time. Considering that the value of this coin has been decreasing on the XRP ledger for some time now, I was actually looking into this aspect of the situation. In addition, there are only 120 million tokens in circulation, so it is not surprising that a supply shock would cause the price to surge into the hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars. If you stop and think about it, a stock that is worth 120 million is not that much. This is approximately 100 billion or 50 billion XLM. Yes, you read that correctly. This is a very small quantity of a stock. In addition to that, it is really extremely early. The number of holders in question is only 2,600. XLM is owned by 7 million individuals. There are approximately 6 million people who own XRP. In spite of the fact that there are 6 million people who own XRP, the price is not even 60 cents. It has dropped by almost 50 cents at the moment. This is around 49.5. In addition, it is clear that the CTF, which has been in the positive for some time now and has been increasing, is a very, very recent development. With a price tag of $1.80, ought to definitely motivate you to accomplish some studying. To add insult to injury, the XRP record reveals that this particular coin has increased by 2%, whereas the market as a whole has decreased. The levels of support are really high, while the degrees of difficulty are not particularly high. It should be emphasized once more that you ought to investigate it and at the very least perform some research on it.